can you do it? What's up, Final Boss? Dude, I watch your clips a lot. I ain't gonna lie. It's a guilty pleasure.
Level up in the dab. That's what it's all about, baby.
I'm certainly not gonna make a whole fucking show of this because I have plenty of shit I want to get into tonight. Plenty of regularly scheduled Nightwave shit. But I saw John's stream from yesterday, and I saw some of his stream from tonight. And all I'm gonna say is, it would have been nice if if some of these feelings had been expressed to me beforehand, or even afterwards, off the air. I was, needless to say, a little less than pleased, and I thought that it was a tad bit feminine to air this shit on the air like that. Just my opinion about it. And the only other thing I'm gonna really say about this is that definitely not everything he said is true. Is he lying? No. Am I calling him a liar? No. But I definitely will say that there were quite a few things that John said that were, and I'm not going to say necessarily were lies, but definitely incorrect. He was incorrect about quite a few things. So, but that's all I'm going to say about it. I like that it was handled on the air. And again, there was there was quite a few moments where I was going like, that's not true. So, and honestly, if you watch the yesterday's stream, there were quite a few times where he seemed to straight up contradict himself. So, I don't know. I don't know what the purpose of all that was, but I don't know. He got clipped, so good for him. Social Observer for 10. Sorry. You started this shit, finish it. If you're going to pay $10, you can use more words. All right? Get your money's worth. Stop being cryptic. I started this shit, finish it. I don't know what that means. I genuinely don't know what. And I'm not being coy, and I'm not being cute, so you send more donos. I really don't know. Like, there we go. Here's a longer one. For 10. The main thing is you omitted the fact that she was coming on board, Captain. We can't fund a pirate ship this way. All right, well, the people, let me make this clear. The people who were going to have to deal with her being on the cruise all knew that she was going to be on the cruise. And the people who, again, anyone who was going to be there were told that this was the case. Anyone who watches the show who was not going on the cruise, like anybody who was just like watching the show, you're just a viewer of the show, I'm going to make it quite clear. I didn't know you. An itinerary, a guest list. I didn't have to give you a passenger manifest as to who I was going on this cruise with, who I was spending my time. Like, that's some like gay, creepy, parasocial shit. When Goofy Boots, what about those that donated because you broke up? Like the one night after we broke up, that was the one night I made money. We did break up. I mean, what do you want from me? I don't know. What do you want from me? It wasn't a grift. Broken up. what do you call it? So Kinochet, so you did a whole thing addressing Ice Dance's apology video, denying you were back together, and now it's no one else's business. We're not back together. But that's, look, there's a lot of let me see here. What was JJ? I've known Mersh for a decade. Disappointment has been one of the few consistent things amongst some other things. Thanks, JJ. I appreciate that. Weege said, I miss the old Mersh when he would build custom motorcycles and his dad would yell at him that he wasn't working hard enough. I'm pretty sure wasn't that West Coast Choppers? Isn't that Paul Jr.? I'm not Paul Jr. MKE for 3. I bought some guns and some rope. Let's test. Okay, I can't read that. Test it out on N's and F's for the 4th of July. Okay, I will read that when we go to YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, we're popping tonight. I have not been paying attention to YouTube. My apologies. We have a lot of super chats, and I'm sure they're very nice.
Good. Let's go.
I've had pretty thick skin, my man. So I don't know what you mean by cry bully. And as far as being nice, you know, the nice, it's sort of sarcastic. Like, you know, when I did the bit for the promo, right? When I did this, dickhead, look, we rebranded. Fuckface. We're Nice Wave now. Wake the fuck up. It's not a secret that I'm a nice guy. I'm the fucking nicest guy. So I don't have time to explain jokes to you, sir. It's a joke. The me being nice thing is a joke. And again, you guys being like, it's one thing to be like, hey, I think what you did is dumb. And thank you, by the way, Theo. I didn't see yours. It kind of disappeared, but now I can see it. For $20. Thank you, buddy. He said, don't listen to the negativity. Well, I mean, look, if there's one thing I've learned a long time ago is that if you don't give them something, they're just going to make shit up anyway. So I don't really listen to a lot of the internet shit, and it's just as I said earlier, everyone is entitled to have an opinion about my situation, but when you start veering into that territory of having feelings about it, and you're like getting angry or disgusted or this or that, you gotta unplug for a little bit, get off the internet. Shit is not good for you. Ozone for 5. From an objective perspective, would you agree that you may be the biggest cuckold in history? Not in history. I wouldn't say that, no. I think obviously, no, that would be, it's like, what, you win one UFC fight, what is everybody going to talk about? How you're the GOAT now? You're John Jones now all of a sudden? Captain for 5. Me and Kitten Mersh are ride or die with Mersh. Also, Cat Mersh is a fatty for a 4-month-old. Well, I'm glad that I did. That's so funny that you named a kitten Mersh. I have a cat named after me. That's awesome. Why did Ice Dancer spread for your friend, and why did you crawl back to her? Royce and his wife are embarrassed for you, like Ice is embarrassed by you. Okay, very mean, very funny, very succinct. Fair points. I would say a couple treat that. One thing I take exception with is that I crawled back to her, which I did not. That's not how any of this happened. It's not to say she crawled back to me or anything. But I did not crawl back. And there is, again, we're not together currently. I'm talking to her. I don't at this stage I don't think it's worth tossing away. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe some people maybe the people laughing at me are finally getting a good one in on me and enjoy it. What do you want? Ozone for 5. Did Ice Dancer really bring a teddy bear to dinner, or is she normal? Okay, no. Let me explain what the plushie incident was. For the record, it wasn't a bear. It was a plushie, and she didn't bring it to dinner. Okay. It was simply a plushie that she saw in the gift shop. And she said, "Oh, that's a cute plushie. I would like that plushie." I said, "Okay, I'll get the plushie at some point." We were down, I forget, I think I went down to get a drink. I think I went to go get a cigarette and a drink. I was down in the promenade, I guess you could call it, with all the dumb gift shops or whatever. I think I went to get a coffee. And I went down to get a coffee. I was like, yo, they got that plushie in there. I was like, you want me to get the plushie? And she was like, yeah, I'll get the plushie. I'm like, all right. So I got the plushie. We went to get dinner immediately after that. And it was like a fucking huge, dude, the elevators were a nightmare on this cruise. To go all the way back to the fucking room, do a whole thing. So I went, like, literally got her the plushie. She had the plushie. And then they were like, oh, we're going to Finn's for dinner. The whatever restaurant. And I was like, oh. So we went to fucking dinner, and she brought the plushie. But it wasn't like we were in a room with a plushie and she goes, oh fuck, I need, like, it's not like she made a conscious decision and said, I need to bring this I won't be soothed if I don't have the plushie. It was, we were down there and it was like 6 floors from our room. Every time you go to the goddamn elevator and hit the button, it's like 10 minutes for the elevator to get to you. And then it's like, oh my God, bro, the elevators were always packed. This is what it is. I want a fucking plushie. I bought her goddamn plushie. Everybody wants to shit on me. Now we're killing it on YouTube. Let me see. Crisis Actor for 5. Just admit you and Ice Dancer are back together before she leaves you for a mandicular, bro. Funny. We're not. Gavin for 5. Though I don't give a damn about your love life, you're my entertainment, and I hope the best for you, man. Get lives, you losers. Yeah, I'll be, whatever. And if it doesn't work out, I'm not gonna, I wasn't gonna fucking kill myself last time. So we'll be all right. XMMM for 5. Will you pick the bull again, or does she get to choose? Also, what the fuck is with the stuffed animal? All right, well, we answered that one. That was on 1. We read that one. Tim Matheson for 2. I don't usually read $2 ones, but I'll be nice. I'll read this one. Does I stand to have a magical vag or something? It's, come on. Let's grow. Dabbling Dean for 5. You invited her on vacation after she spread for your friend. You 100% crawled back to her. Tell her to get on mic and apologize to Royce's wife. Again, this was another thing that cracked me up. Right? This kind of bugged me a little bit. This was something that John said in his stream. John said this last night, and it bugged me. And now this guy is saying it, and it's kind of bugging me, right? There's this misconception. There's this weird thing this idea that Brixton somehow owes Royce an apology, or Marie an apology, or John and Jess an apology. And that's just not the case. And at some point, John was like, she didn't even. Like, it was almost like he was implying like she should have gave some kind of like speech, like this is like a One Tree Hill episode or Dawson's Creek. you know, and she's gonna give a little speech to everybody about how sorry she is for what? I'm the person she fucked over. I'm the person she fucked over. I'm the person that she did this shit to. I was the person who was owed an apology. I am the person who has been apologized to. I am the one who has been getting apologized to profusely. I am the one that has had to tell her at this point that she does not have to keep apologizing. She is the one who's actually making great efforts right now to try to identify and work on behaviors and things. They don't know all that stuff. Don't think that last night that it was handled very well, and that it probably shouldn't have been aired out on the air as much as it was. And it's not something I was going to hide forever. And eventually people were going to know about what was happening. And the other thing I want to clarify, and this is a big one, is that John kept saying that that I wasn't around much, right? And that I wasn't that he was kind of just speculating, and he was like, oh man, I bet she was in the room telling him, like, I don't want to go be around those people. I don't I don't want fucking blah, 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 all this kind of shit, right? Couldn't be further from the fucking truth. If anything, she was literally telling me, like, make sure you message him. I know
Pat's coming. Pat's coming.
Getting, like, vague answers. And I was getting weird, like, yeah, I don't know, maybe later we're going to probably do this or something, maybe. All right. Okay. So then it was like, okay, man, I'm going to, hey, man, where we go? We're going to do, I don't know, man. We'll figure it out later. Okay, man, let me know. And it was just a fucking... It was a whole thing. Then I was like, all right, man. Then I go to we would go to the party. There's a party we were supposed to go to. Fine, we go to this party, whatever. And then I go to the party and I go, well, what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's a big day, right? Go to the Bahamas. What do we have planned? I don't know. We're going to probably, I don't know, we'll play it by ear. We'll just figure that out. We'll let you know. All right. And then nobody would let me know anything. It's very simple. When we go on the road and we make content and shit, I know I'm not a morning person. I sleep a lot. I'm a lazy drunk. These are all true things. But I'm very easy to get off my ass and get to go do shit. If we need to go do shit, I go do it. We were staying literally on the same floor. Literally on the same floor. We had a row of rooms. Right? We do this all the time when we travel, right? Royce and I'll get separate rooms, separate suites, whatever. If I'm not up for something, if I need to get up for something, if Royce is worried I'm not going to get up for something, he just boom, 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 knocks on my door, I'm up. Start taking a shower, get ready. We used to do Harrison Smith's show. Harrison Smith's on it like fucking 8 a.m. Like as soon as you left, they just left. All right. They were kind of just freezing her out. And it was like, all right, well, I mean, like, I'm not going to get mad and crash out about it, but, like, what am I supposed to do? So. And that's all it is. So, I wasn't even mad, but that was, like, the whole weird thing was that I wasn't mad. We weren't mad. We just tried to make the best of the fucking trip. We still had a good time. Then John had this completely flipped, like perception of how it was going down. And like, at no point were we in the room going like, oh, we got to hide in here. we just like, we would go to stuff and then they would be kind of like, when she would be there. And I'd go, all right, well then we'd go off and just go do some shit. Fucking big boat. Social Observer for 5. Dude, just know the internet warned you. Listen to those fucking words. Listen to you right now. The internet warned me. Thanks, internet. Holy shit, that sounds so fucking gay. Let's see. What are we doing here? Social Observer for 5 for Jfish said, did the stuffy have its own chair? Thanks for the laughs, Homo 07. She literally put it on a chair for 1 second to take a photograph of it sitting in a chair. I think I have the photograph. Literally put it on a chair for 1 second just to do this. I mean, literally, just because we just came in from the fucking gift shop and she had it and she thought this would be funny. God forbid. Oh, and then the thing about the thing about the they want me dead thing. Like, that was another thing that was, it was a joke. It was a joke. John was like, she would yell out weird shit. Like, at one point she yelled out, they want me dead. And I was dying laughing, listening to him, because I was like, that's a running joke. Okay, I will show the meme. It's a... People, alright, it's a running gag. Okay, that's very funny. That's very funny. But the whole they want me dead thing is a running gag that she's been doing for a while now. And, you know, it's one of those things, like, if you take the time to get to know her, you would know that that's a running joke that she does all the time. But he was like, yeah, she's yelling out weird shit at one point. She's like, these people want me dead. And, like, I guess he thought she was being serious. First of all, that was the last night we were on the ship. We were on a heroic amount of hallucinogens. Like, we took those trippy dot things, and we took a good amount. It was a goddamn giggle fest the last full night on the boat. So we were on drugs anyway, laughing, and literally, it's literally just a joke she does, and it could mean it's like any minor inconvenience, right? Any minor inconvenience, she'll say that, right? So we could be walking through Costco, and she could go like, oh, free samples. And they could go, oh, I'm so sorry, we're out of free samples. And she'll be like, they want me dead. Like, it's a joke.
They're not even in the Dabbleverse. They're
Chaos control!
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Your clipping of my show sucks dick.
Without Dave, I wouldn't be here.
Well, now we know who to blame.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can thank the ultimate life form by using the super tip link in the description. Do it or don't.
Final Boss. That's right, Final Boss. I love Final Boss.
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Dave, where are you, David?